Yo, what is up, everyone? My name is Dom, and we're going to talk about unusual options activity. Alright, let's kick it off with the disclaimer here. So, disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes only. The statements made in this program here are solely the opinion of the show. They are not a specific inducement to make an investment. One must perform their own due diligence and realize that all investments carry risk. There's no guarantee of profit. Alright, everyone, first one I want to bring up is Under Armour. As you can see here, I have a position these April 16th. I did a vertical spread here. I bought the 17.5 call and I sold the 20 strike call. As you can see here, there's some nice volume here, about 14,500 contracts traded, open interest of about 2,000. I like that volume to open interest ratio. As you can see here, so what I did here is I just came in, I bought these April 16th calls, and then I sold these 20 strike calls. I probably would have rather looked to sell buy the 17.5, sell the 19.5 call against it. But as you can see here, the open interest is very small, and I'd rather get into these April 20 strike calls where the open interest is a lot greater. It's just a more liquid of an option here. So as you can see here, I'm doing a vertical spread here, so I'm limiting my risk, and I'm also capping off my upside at that 20 strike here. So I paid about $70 here, and the width of the strikes is 17.5 to 20, so that's about 2.5. So I'm risking $70 here to make about $250. Overall, in my opinion, vertical spread is just a smart way to do a trade. Back a month, 2-3 months ago, whatever, when everything was going up, I was I felt more confident, buying straight calls and such like that. Now I'm starting to do vertical spreads. I'm starting to be more diligent here, and I'm just trying to preserve the capital that I built up, over this huge bull market we've had over the last year or so since the COVID correction. So, another reason why I got into this trade here is because someone's buying the dip here. Under Armour's pre-pandemic high is about 18, just call it $19 or so. This thing, vastly underperformed for a while, while all the growth stocks were going off. I would say this is a kind of a value play here. Reason why I like Under Armour here is, people are coming in and buying the pullback. I do not want to be buying stocks at 52-week highs here. Under Armour used to be about a $20 stock here, and right now it's sitting at about $17.50. So it's had a pretty significant pullback for a $20 stock, about 2.5 points. So warn these calls, everyone, and we'll see what happens. All right. Next one I want to bring up is TSM. Now, full disclosure, I do not own TSM because I have some pretty large stock positions in NVIDIA, AMD, Lam Research, some other of these semiconductor names here. So I'm trying to be diligent about how I'm diversified here. I do not want to be too overweight one sector here. So yeah, we're just being smart, and I'm probably not going to enter this trade, but I just want to let you guys know that people were buying TSM, super high quality semiconductor name, in my opinion. So, as you can see here, people are coming in buying these June 125 strike calls. If we come down to the time of sales, there's an order right there. Someone's coming in getting 2,000 of these things at about $700 each of these June 115 calls. People are coming in getting these April 125 strike calls. They're buying the June 120 strike calls. So overall, there's a lot of bullish buying in TSM. I like this stock quite a bit. I think it's definitely a good quality semiconductor company to be in my opinion. Once again, I like people who are buying the dip here. TSM used to be a $142 stock. It's back to 115. I think we have some good support here. Once again, I'm not going to be getting into this trade because I'm already kind of overweight the semiconductor industry in my portfolio, so I'm trying to be diligent about the diversification that I have. So thanks for everyone who's been subscribing. I really appreciate it. Make sure to keep the subscribing up, and we'll see you in the next one, everyone.